Egyptian women played a large part in ousting former President Hosni Mubarak earlier this year. With his 30-year grip on power now over, women in Egypt are exercising their political power. Bothania Kamel has her eyes set on the presidency of the Arab Republic of Egypt. The former TV presenter and political activist has entered the political fray, vying to become the country's fifth president since it gained its independence from Britain in 1922. But analysts say Kamel's candidacy is likely to be a hard sell in a country considered to be culturally conservative and with a slightly higher percentage of men than women. But the self-described revolutionary says she's motivated by her female counterparts who follow and form the heart of her trailblazing campaign.
The first message I received, which really made me aware of the importance of the announcement of my candidacy and all that followed, through the trips to different parts across Egypt. And what gave my heart joy was a message on the internet from a girl who told me, "Auntie, I know your road is difficult and your experiment is not easy, but you have opened the doors of hope for us to dream of leadership positions in our country and of the presidency of the Republic."
But Kamel says she found out during a recent meeting with political activists in Suez after announcing her candidacy, not all women support her. Suez saw one of the fiercest clashes during the 18-day uprising that toppled Hosni Mubarak. Some people there are still simmering with anger at the military leadership's slow pace of reform and prosecution of perpetrators of violence during the uprisings. Kamel says she met with fierce opposition there from some women who believe Egypt should not be run by a woman, even if the constitution allowed it. She says she remains undeterred.
My presidential agenda, the main outline, is the same as the slogans of the January 25th: dignity, freedom, and social justice. This is based upon two central ideas: the fight against poverty and the fight against corruption.
Ayman Massoud says Egypt is not yet ready to accept a woman as its president.
Egyptian culture, as an Eastern Muslim man, they would not allow for a woman to rule them. But everyone knows inside of them that a woman is equal to a man. We have women managers and ministers, but we have not reached the stage where the president could be a woman.
Elections are scheduled for later this year, and Kamel is up against prominent candidates, including former top Arab League official Amra Moussa and former International Atomic Energy Agency head Mohammed al-Baradei. Kamel gained a reputation for courting controversy as a radio talk show host in the 1990s and then as a TV anchor. She was taken off the air after the revolution when she planned a program on the wealth allegedly stolen by Mubarak. Kamel, who's running as an independent, says if elected, her top priority is forcing the older generation, which has dominated Egypt's political arena for decades, into retirement.
The young people should take over the leadership of the country. It won't do that those who are over 60 and all the ministers over 50 are the ones who are leading the country.
Kamel says she met with protesters during a recent trip to Zagazig in Lower Egypt, demanding fair minimum wage and prosecution of perpetrators of violence during the February Revolution. Some, like Hussein Abdul Salam, support Kamel's plan to infuse more young people in government.
I want the country to follow the laws correctly, as long as it goes in the right direction. We've had enough of men. Maybe a woman would turn out to be better than a man.
A major part of Kamel's message is designed to appeal to the country's youth, and she utilizes social media sites such as Facebook and Twitter to reach out to them. And she hopes their outlook will shape a more inclusive future for Egypt, one that bodes well for women.